Jeffrey here. Have Spaceship Will Travel. Just wanted to talk to you guys today about some of my trades that I took today, and so that way you guys have an idea what's going on. The most recent one that I want to talk about was the one that happened this morning. Sorry about that. So I wanted to talk to you guys about, let's see here, the IWM. Recently, that's been one of the ETFs I like trading. I really like it a lot. IWM, it's pretty cool. I think most more people should be trading it. Um, it's basically kind of like SPY, really. They follow about the same direction, I would say, throughout the day. It's pretty amazing. Um, but as you know, they're also only captures the small caps. So that's one thing that's going on there in that sense. And it tracks the Russell 2000. So I like trading the Russell 2000. I think that's probably one of our best ETFs out there to trade. Um, so I started trading it since last month now. I've been focusing on that. It's very recent, but I really do like it. But enough of that. Let's jump back into what I really wanted to talk about, which was my trades this morning. Because this morning it was interesting day today, very interesting day. So first of all, I entered quite early, 9:43 was my entry time, and I entered with 10 contracts, 10 contracts at 105 cents per contract, $1.05 per contract, and I spent about $1,049, 1,050. Just rounding up, $1,049.96, and that was an okay trade, to be honest, at first, but then it started to go against me. My strategy was to only trade it for about 2 to 3 minutes, but that didn't seem to be. I held on a bit longer than I wanted to because I was confident in the direction of the price, but unfortunately, the direction of the price didn't stay exactly where I wanted it to be, so it didn't fully go how I wanted it to go. And then, as you can imagine, 5 minutes later, oh, not, oh yeah, about 5 minutes later, 9:48 a.m. That's when everything went wrong, and lost a bit on that trade at 91 cents. So I lost about, I would say, I think it was 125. Uh, yeah, just about. If I go back on this morning, I could see that I've lost in the first trade $139 and a few cents, about 11%. So in that trade, I lost 11%. But as you guys can see, later on I came back. There was a huge comeback. It wasn't a huge comeback, but it was a comeback nonetheless, guys. A comeback nonetheless. And that was my second trade. That one, I waited till at least close to 10 a.m. because I feel like 10 a.m. is usually a good time to enter those trades. So I entered at 9:50 a.m. I entered about close to 2 minutes away from 10 a.m. because there was a break in pricing. The break in pricing that I noticed happened about 9:55, between 9:55 and 10 a.m. That's why I did it, because I was watching two prices this morning for IWM. 184.05. If the price moved below, I was gonna buy puts. 185.02. If the price moved above, I was gonna buy calls. So those were my strategies for this morning. And so that's what I was watching for. And I can honestly say, the data movement was kind of clear. Just it jumped a bit between 9:40 to 9:55. Oh, it's just about 15 minutes. It played around a bit, so there was a bunch of chop, to be honest. It was very choppy as this Red Sea, baby. It was crazy. Um, and the IWM doesn't always do that, because I remember last week, like last Monday, it ripped, baby. It went up, like it moved above, price moved above. It was a crazy move. It was amazing. But for some reason, this morning, it was very choppy for 15 minutes. But like I said earlier, at 10 a.m., it finally decided to make a movement and went downward, because between 9:50 and 9:59, it breached I believe it breached a 184.05 price. The key level that I was watching at 184.05. And let me see here. Yes, because actually it tested it a couple more times. It tested it at 9:45, because at 9:45, as you guys can see, it touched 184.05, and then it touched again at 9:50 a.m. as well, and then third time finally at 10 a.m. So really, the reason why I lost in that trade is because I didn't wait. I wanted to be patient, because the strategy usually is, from what I've learned from Scarface trades, is that you want to wait at least. For 3 tests of the price levels. If it tests the price levels on the downside, on the upside, you want to wait for at least 3 tests of the same price. So he did test 3 times, but the problem is that I entered the trade on the first test, and then he tested it 2 more times, but he couldn't decide what to do. It went up, it went down, and up, it went down. That's why I lost my money during the chop, because I thought it was going to go downside, which today it did. If I'd been more confident and just held my trades a bit more longer, I would have been in the money. Yeah, that's the thing I'm going to do now. I was going to be in the money if I just held on to my trades, my early morning trades. I had 10 contracts on that, but I got scared because there was a green candle that kind of got me a bit shaky. I was like, I'm not willing to lose more than 10%. By the time I sold it, I already reached 11% of my account size. So I was like, I can only take a 10% loss, so I cannot trade more than that. So that's what happened there, guys. And then now, so at 10 a.m. entered the trade, and like I said before, on the public app though, bought 9 contracts because I was down. I couldn't get 10 contracts now. I could only get 9 contracts, but it worked out anyways, because that was a great move. I actually made $160 on that trade. It was pretty amazing. But let me show you guys here now. That trade was pretty good, because I made about 160 on that one. But all that really did just cover my previous loss. That basically just covered my previous loss. That's about it. It just maintained my previous loss. That's all I could do about that. Not much else. But yeah, guys, that's what happened. Anyways, let's go back to IWM. And then stupidly enough, I decided to go back, because I got greedy after work. I was at work after trading. After I traded in the morning between 9:30 to 10:30, made my money back with a small profit, insignificant profit really, of like 1.15%. It was still a good day. I mean, my capital was safe. I made a tiny profit, but at least I didn't lose. But I decided to go back one more time around like noonish during my break time to try to get at least a decent profit in. But that didn't work out for me, which I should have done already, because most of my trades in the afternoon never truly work out for me. That's why I always prefer to trade between 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. At the very least at noon. Cut it at noon. But this noon did not work out for me. Usually it works for me, but this time it just didn't work out this well. I should have just stayed put. Yeah, I should have stayed put, but I couldn't stay put, to be honest, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just too addicted to trading, which is one of my weaknesses. I do overtrade, so I gotta work on that. I'm just staying consistent and disciplined about that. That's the only way that I will be successful. So that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, being consistent with your trades and not really over trading, because that's a biggie for me. That's the reason why I lost a lot of money last year, and I've lost some money this year as well. So I gotta focus on being disciplined, only trading in the morning. Once that's done, go back to work, go to the gym, go read, go to the beach, go do anything else, like whatever it is. Just go do it after you trade in the morning. Forget about stock market. It'll be there tomorrow morning, so it doesn't really matter. So I gotta work on that myself. That's just for me, really. But that's also good for any other traders out there just starting out. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Don't be like me, over trading. Once you make your profit, get out of there, save that profit, and then start again on the next day. Because like I said, the stock market is not going anywhere. So stock market will be there tomorrow morning. So don't worry about that. Yes. And on my next video, I'll talk more about my strategy and what I use. I basically got it from a YouTuber called Scarface Trades, which is basically just eyeing the 5-minute open range of the stock market during the New York session from 9:30 a.m. to 9:35 a.m. Once you get those two key levels, the high and the low, you can basically guess where the market's gonna go, upside, downside, based on the price breaking either direction. So that's what I use for my trades. That's my trading strategy. And to be honest with you guys, it works 60% of the time. It works every time. No, I'm kidding. But it does work 60 to 70% of the time. It's a very good strategy. Like, it will keep it consistent. As long as your losses remain tiny to your and gains remain big, big gains, small losses, you'll be a consistent and profitable trader in no time. So that's always been my problem. I gotta work on that to make sure I focus, so that way because I get some very big gains at times, but then I get also some very huge losses, which really puts me in a tough position because I'm always investing into it, but then I'm always losing money as well. So I gotta find a way to bridge that gap and actually find a way to be more consistent with my trades, really. So that's my challenge as a trader here. Multiple challenges. Keeping my losses small and my wins big. Not over trading. Big one. 1 or 2 trades a day. As long as you make some profit, save it, forget about it. Do something else with the rest of the day. That's a good message. Just a good message. But besides that, yeah, there's nothing else I think I want to talk about today. I just want to talk about my trading for today. I think I'm still doing a video like that every day now. That way I can keep myself accountable. That will be like my vlog. You say my video, my journal, I guess, my trading journal. I don't feel like writing, so I might as well just talk about it. So that way, at least I'll still know. I can remember what I talked about and what I felt that day, because losing that 139 in just 5 minutes. So, but I knew I should have sold within 2 to 3 minutes. That was my original goal. I entered the trade and then I get out within 2 to 3 minutes, and then based on what's going on, whether it's green or red, I'm winning or I'm losing, I get out within 2 or 3 minutes. That's the goal, because I've decided to build myself as a breakout trader. I'm not gonna be one of those guys that hold for an hour or two. If I ever decide to do that in the future, that'll be with minimal contracts, not with a big portion of my portfolio. So I cannot be a long-term day trader that holds 4 hours. I don't trust the stock market that well, especially with the volatility, thanks to Mr. Trump, thanks to the tariffs, China, all these wars going on, Ukraine, Russia. It's not a good time to be holding contracts, especially 0-day contracts. Not 4 hours. You have 0-day contracts, you want to get in, get out as soon as you can, within a few minutes. That's where the money's at. 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Calls, 3 minutes. Puts, 2 minutes. Boom. You have 10 contracts, 20 contracts, 10 contracts. Really, I think that's all you need. 10 to 20 contracts, and you can make good money every day. And that could be a supplementary income for you, or you could also use that for to just become a full-time job, which I did for a while. For 9 months, I did it last year. So I do believe I can do it again. That is my goal. That is my plan. I'm gonna make it happen. It's going, it's going to happen. So stay tuned for more. For now, nothing much else to add. If you guys have any questions, drop some in the comments. Like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you're trading, what type of stocks you like to trade, what type of ETFs you like to trade, things of that nature. Me, IWM, all the way. Since last month, I started trading it, and I love it so. It's what I love the most about it, to be quite honest with you guys, is just the price. It's very cheap right now. I used to love trading SPY. I mostly traded SPY last year, but this year I started trading IWM. So I do recommend IWM because of the cheapest price contracts, but also it mirrors QQQ and SPY movements as well. Not all the time, but I would say 80 to 90% of the time, it mirrors just about the same movements. So if you want to have a cheaper option than QQQ or SPY, IWM is where it's at. This is the poor man's ETF to trade options with. So zero DTE options with IWM is where it's at. Like I said, you enter the trade 2 to 3 minutes, 2 minutes for puts, 2 minutes for calls. You watch the key levels at the open, 9:30 to 9:35 a.m. Boom, and the money's there. That's all you really need to do. You got to be as fast as you can, really, because you have to understand that you're dealing with high trading firms that have like AI working in their service. They can actually use those software to actually execute their trades at like the split of a second, even faster than a split of a second. They buy and sell within a fraction of a second. So it's very fast, very efficient. You as a human trader, you are really in not in a positive situation. You're really fighting an uphill battle, really. So that's why you got to be as fast, as efficient as you can on those trading options. And that's why also, if you're going to be doing zero DTEs, that's why I always say you cannot be holding them for hours. I've done that in the past, and I completely regret it because I've lost so much fucking money. It's not even funny. So, sorry. So guys, make sure that you do not hold those contracts, those zero DTEs contracts, for more than a few minutes. Get your profit and get out, buy, sell very quickly. That's my advice to you guys. But yeah, I think I've drawn on here for too long. I don't think I have anything else to add. Tomorrow I'll drop another video about my trades for tomorrow morning. As usual, I'm going to be trading from 9:30 a.m. Eastern time till 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, then start my work. That will be the way to go. Nothing else to do besides that. Let's see here. That's it. Well, yeah. So, thank you for listening to me, guys. This is it for today. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.